Here we see a typical scene in the Houses of Parliament. However, when viewed through our Transdimensional Scrying Mirror, we see something very different. A bestiary of gods and demons that feed on the very souls of the politicians that pass through the building. Here we can see Moloch and Morax, the founders of the house. Moloch here in his usual spot, feasting off the brains of Tory backbenchers. And to his right, the triple-headed nosepiper of the ERG. We can see it here, pouring its acrid venom directly into the skulls of some of the most gullible and deluded minds in the house. Over on the other side, we see Morax straddling 2 whole benches with his tentacles. Note the head at both ends. Being two-faced is a common feature amongst many of the denizens of the British political system. Towards the back of this packed chamber, we see a small herd of scruttlegrubs clinging to the backs of these MPs. Ha! Look, that one just gave him a kiss. If we look closely at the table of the house, we can see Empress Griselda, one side snake, the other ibis. Griselda has always been here, staring deep into the eyes of the front benches, imparting the judgment of Glycon and Thoth in equal measure. In front of the table, we see the 3 demons of the undertable, Belphegor, Mammon and Zaphan. In the Tory benches, we see a supine austerity dragon, gently absorbing what remains of the souls of the oleaginous politodrones we find sitting here. The Speaker's chair is infested with procedure beetles. Fed on a diet of Hansard and braying, these parasites are relatively harmless. Of more concern is the presence of another ERG-fed nosepiper, no doubt placed here by that famed cousin of Voldemort, Jacob Rees-Mogg. On the front bench we see Theresa May, her face clearly troubled by yet more nose-flautists, and suffering an infestation of delusion mites burrowing deep into her flesh, sucking all reason, and reducing the host to a stubborn automaton. You can also clearly see the screaming faces of the ghost of Thatcher. Philip Hammond, on the other hand, is looking rather dapper with his Yorkshire Terrier Miss Snuggles tucked into his collar. While, over on the other side, we see Geoffrey Cox and the beast that lives under his chin. Whilst the true origin of this beast is unknown, rumour has it that the creature was attached to him during a secret ceremony at a Conservative Association meat raffle in Bovey Tracy. And here, the funnel of hope attached to Philip Hammond's head, literally sucking out the last remnants of hope. Look at him there. He doesn't even know why he's doing this anymore. It's not looking much better on the other side of the house. Here we see Mr. Jeremy Corbyn, his jacket infested with Marxist spiders, weaving their webs of socialism all over the Labour Party front bench. And if we look deeper into Mr. Corbyn's jacket, we see his true agenda. A socialist workers' utopia, with everyone wearing Chairman Mao outfits and knee-deep in the mire. And here's Dawn Butler, sporting a lovely pair of Pekingese poodles on her shoulders, as well as a Pomeranian atop her head. Together, these dogs are representatives of the Mesopotamian Gula cult. And what do we have here? This creature seems to be whispering directly into Jeremy's ear. I wonder what he's saying. Ah, and poor old John MacDonald. An Asmodean brain slug firmly attached to his head, burrowing deep into his skull. Side effects include dizziness, confusion, lethargy, and depression.
Shardcore.